Hello, welcome along to Inside Line Racing and to the second round of Season 4 for ILR4 on the PS4 tier. Today we are in Bahrain, which is the first nice race on the calendar. I am Jess and I'll be one of your commentators tonight, and joining me in the commentary box and will be for the rest of the season is someone who wasn't feeling too good last week. He's still not feeling a bit too good, but it was better than last week. Here he is. I'm delighted to be joined by the legend himself, Mr. Evil Dragon.
The game has very much exploded on my end right now, but hello. Oh dear God. The game's kind of had an error.
Yeah, the game's been having some issues on Evil Dragon's end, but
Oh dear.
hopefully we will get it sorted. But this track has had loads of different challenges for these drivers. Because of the sand and the wind and the weather conditions and stuff. It does depend on what the weather conditions are actually like. There are some tricky corners, like the first left-hand corner, which is one of the hardest on the calendar. And it should be a fun race tonight. We are expecting 127, 126 pole position, as Roberto Mancini has just set a pole time of 1 minute 27, but we could see some faster lap times than that, as they're just about to send some benchmark times. And I think it's going to be very interesting. It's your first time seeing these guys race tonight. Evil, what are you expecting from them?
Well, you never know. Anything can happen. It very much will go down in one way or the other. If I can see it or not, it's a different matter. Because all I can see right now is the game. Yeah. Lots of camera angles are going on right now. I'm in the time vortex.
Yep.
I think I'm currently at China right now.
Oh. That is strange right now. So you'll probably...
Definitely in a different dimension.
So you'll probably have to watch the stream and do like a...
Alternative commentary here, lads.
That should be interesting. Unless you can get another invite, but... We seen last week that this guy also won the race last week with Cloudy Balloons not that far behind them. And we just got J. Cole that's just had a very good lap there with a 126.7. So times are set to be very close at the moment. And I think we've got about 5 or 7 drivers still haven't set any lap times at the moment. So we will keep an eye on those as it continues, as we also do expect the race to obviously be dry, so they were all practicing in the dry due to the fact that it only rains if it's like a monsoon or something like that, so it's highly unlikely that it is going to rain. But I've never been in a Bahrain multiplayer race where it actually rains at the moment, so should be fun to watch. And Mr. Stim did have a good race last week, but we are praying that he does, because he did have a few bottles last week. He was nearly last, but he did set one of the fastest laps of the race.
Where am I?
Evil is still having problems with joining the lobby.
Gotten worse.
What has happened now?
It really hasn't gone well for me right now. I can't describe what I'm seeing, but all I can say is it's really, really not having a good day.
No, you're not.
Oh my word!
Where are you? Are you in the wrong lobby or something?
I don't even know where I am, to be honest. I'm coming through... I think I can see a Force India. I think that's a Force India, I can see.
I can see a Force India as well.
It's in a different dimension on my screen. I mean, I can't switch cameras or anything. I can't press any buttons. I'm looking at this Force India who is literally not having a good day. Oh, there we go.
Is it actually working?
No, certainly not. Oh my.
Well,
so, this
yeah,
has gone well.
Evil will have to do some alternative commentary, really.
I think
Well,
possibly. I think it might be work. No.
Since the last league race, a new patch has come out, so maybe that has brought a few issues with joining the lobby and
Few
stuff.
issues is an understatement for what I'm seeing right now.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, anyway, apart from that, J. Cole is currently P1 with a 126.7. Good lap for him. Almost just a little bit, quarter of a second quicker than Roberto. There's Nicolo, so three very familiar drivers. So let's see what they can do, of course, whilst I try and figure out where I am in the world.
Where you are in the game, as it
Yeah,
were.
this really is. Oh my word!
Yeah.
Where am I?
You're probably like in the sky or something, like a dragon.
I'm currently now in Evil SharePlay. Hello everyone, I'm Vector by the way. I'm actually in Evil SharePlay and I can confirm
It is not going well.
it has not gone well, no.
I can see the pit. I can see every camera angle in the game right now. It has very much corrupted itself. I am saving this and sending this to Codemaster because I think it's meant itself. Can't press anything. No, it hasn't. No, it most certainly hasn't. Oh.
Yeah, we do have our sincere apologies about this right now, but luckily, Evil's not the one streaming, I'm the one. So if Evil was the one streaming, we would have been screwed by now.
We'd be seeing some very interesting things.
Yeah, we're on the lap with Rich, but he's got this red glitch. Unfortunately, we can't follow him. Let's see who else on the lap. I think Gapid just is still in third position. No, he's on his out lap at the moment. Still on another red glitch, which is annoying. But I think most of these guys are on red glitches for me at the moment. We've got a Force India that's just parked into the sand there. Kind of like the sand barrier, as it were. Yeah, every car for me is showing some rev glitches, and it's interesting. No, this Force India
It could be worse. It could be worse, right? I mean, at least you can see what you're looking at.
Let's just see how it works with the race. Let's all hope everything will go well.
Yeah.
He's gone back to the pits and it's not gone well.
What is this?
Yes, everyone is starting to get back to the pits as Ryan Berry has retired from the session as he's no longer taking part. Everyone, I think there's a few people going out and qualifying. Don't forget it is back to 80 minutes. Rich with a good lap, 1:27.1, which is good.
Game's crashed.
Let's follow Carl Mez. Well, that didn't work very well, did it? Well, at least you could reload the game and see if that gets anything. As Carl Mez is still on the lap again, he's got another rev glitch. Oh, by Evil. Yeah, a lot of people are having rev glitches right now. A lot more than probably the ILR4 lobbies were, to be honest. Which I was watching earlier. Also the ILR3 lobby is on at the same time, the stream. If you want to check that out as well, please make sure you do, because we've got some good action along the way. I think Trench Gun is, on a lap as well. Hold on, let me just check. Yeah, Trench Gun is on our lap at the moment. I'm just going to go out of TV pod because that is when the thingy's on. Now I'm going to get tyres on actually, just to see what tyres are people on. Looks like everyone is on the super softs, apart from a few people. J. Cole is absolutely dominating right now. I don't think he raced last week. Evil just joined and then Evil's left the session again. That is interesting. And I don't think I can hear his microphone anymore, so I think it's his mic is dead, or I can't hear the party. I don't know.
Well, you can still hear me, can't you?
Yeah, I can still hear you, Vetro.
Alright, so it's probably a problem on Evil's side, unfortunately.
Yeah, unfortunately you can't hear Evil, which is not the best outcome right now, as Stretch Gunner has improved a little bit on his time. Gap Pig's on his outlap right now. Nicolo's in P2 at the moment, so he's improved quite a lot as well. This corner that these drivers are seeing now is quite difficult to get your hands with at the moment. As Nicolo, I think, nope, he is going to the pits right now. Hibercio, I think he's on a lap. He is going around the penultimate few corners. Again, another rev glitch, which doesn't really help matters because it is hard. Now, stop strategy here. You could possibly get away with a 2-stop / a 1-stop. But 2-stop is definitely the way to go. Yeah, I don't know what's happening with these rev glitches. This is going crazy right now. And I can hear a crackle from a certain dragon. And he's just joined. I wonder if his cameras are not playing up. We will see in a moment. As I think everyone, let's see who's on that lap at the moment. I think Major Davis is still on a lap. Let's follow him. Doesn't look like he's improved at the moment. Nope, he is just... Nope, he's on his... Nope, he's on his in-lap. Okay, that's why he's not... Rich is on his out-lap. We could expect him to go a bit faster than normal. Massive shout out to all 22 of you that are watching the stream right now. So... Bahrain is such a...
It's working.
Oh, your mic's working now. Woo! I think the stream can hear you. If you try to speak right now.
That's words.
Yeah.
I have a cold still.
Yes, unfortunately he
I think
does.
the cameras are kind of mending each other.
Yeah, probably rejoining, probably the game crashed on itself was good. So Evil can do his normal commentary like he usually
Oh no, it
does.
hasn't.
Oh no, it hasn't. Great. Well, hopefully it should fix itself in the race. Rich is going
Very...
Rich is going a bit
There we go.
slow. Let's not follow him. How is Major Davis doing? Quite a few people. We've got a few people at the back doing their outlaps as well. Gapig has improved on his set of 2 time by 2/10 per second, so he could be the one that's challenging for pole as well, which would be pretty good for him. He's just gone past the second DRS, so that tricky left-hander coming up here is very uphill as well. Going through the bridge, be careful not to clip the sand because that will be a nightmare for tyre degradation. Don't forget, tyres are quite important. Let me just get the DRS management there. Using hot lap mode is going through. It is looking like a really fast lap here from Gapig as he goes across the final corner. What lap time is he going to set? Well, we have time for one more lap. A 1:26. He's about 45 thousandths of a second slower than J. Cole. J. Cole is still the one to beat. He's on a lap at the moment now. He's about to cross the line. No, he hasn't improved either. So I'm guessing he'll be on another lap, I think. Yes, it looks like he's still on high ERS mode. Nicolo's on a lap as well. He's looking like to challenge for pole position as well. Kingdom Martin has retired, I think, I believe as well. So should be fun to see. It's going to be quite a close field, I think. Just to see what happens. Like I said, there's a few people that didn't race last week, but they are keen to show them out. Cam is actually a reserve driver, so there is one driver that couldn't make it tonight, unfortunately, but they are still on it, ready to race like magic, as Evil Dragon has left the session again. Which is not looking good by the sound of things. What Evil desperately needs is a new microphone, I guess. His qualifying is just about to finish then. Let's follow with a lap of Niccolo, who's looking extremely fast at the moment. Going through to the penultimate few straights. As J. Cole said, another fastest lap of 1:26.5. That is a pretty good lap, I think. Really quick. Can Niccolo beat it? A 1:26.7. Oh, that's incredibly close. What about Jab Pig? Let's see. As a... Oh. The Evil Dragon has just left the party. I think his internet's died as well, which doesn't really help in the slightest. Let's follow Gab Pig. No, Gab Pig's gone into the pits right now. Who was... Herberto still on that, but he's having trouble from behind from Major Davis at the moment. But he is about to cross the start-finish straight. Is he going to set a good lap time? He is in 4th position. How is Rich doing? He's gone into the pits. I think another one that can challenge him is Jay Carty. Let's see what he's doing. Yep, he's still. He's one of the only top people to be on a lap. We'll just see how he is. No, it's not going to be that fast at all. Oh, still on the 1:26. So the top 12 are separated by 1 second. So that is pretty good, in my opinion. So pretty impressed. So your pole man, it is Jay Cole in the McLaren, and he is looking to be the one to beat in the race. So should be fun to watch. Now some noble corners from the driver's point of view. The first corner is very tight, so they need to get a good run to order to squeeze it when they go into turn 2, basically. And obviously the second DRS straight at the beginning. But J. Cole is on pole. And the Scottish man, Jay Carty, is in second. With a 93,000. That is incredibly close. And with Niccolo in 3rd. Gav Pig in 4th. Roberto in 5th. And Evil Dragon's just joined the party. And Rich is in 6th, Major Davis in 7th, French Gun in 8th, Jack Tyler in 9th, and Carl Med just got the top 10 and all the standings have just went, so... Yeah, so it should be an interesting race to get your head around. Make sure you do get involved on Twitter as well for all the ILR action of ILR4, as, yep, it is looking like to be the same conditions as before, which is normal, I think, for Bahrain. I don't think I can hear Evil Dragon, so I think his mic has died. Hashtag RIP 2018 for Evil's mic. Put respects in the chat. Yeah. It's died again. But he has joined the lobby.
This has been a spectacular failure, hasn't it?
He'll just join the lobby again. But will you see the cameras? We will see. As we're about to start the formation lap soon. As yes, we are. So, in my opinion, the formation lap is still incredibly crucial in this game, more than ever, because that is when they start warming up their tyres. Can I confirm? Can you see the cameras, or has it gone?
No, it's even worse.
It's even worse. Okie dokes. That is going to cause some issues. Yes.
Okay, now everyone's having a glitch on my end.
As we had a few people just be disqualified from the formation lap. So they will have a disadvantage here. As I'm going to check what everyone's tyres are at the moment. We have got... No, I don't want position change. Go away. We have got...
And it's supposed to go.
We have got JKD in the super softs, basically the top 10 are on the super softs pretty much, with everyone else on the soft. So, and interestingly, Farber and Rye Racer on the mediums, so they think the mediums will probably last the longest in terms of grip, and What will be your best call for strategy, do you think, Evil?
Well, I think presumably one-stop strategy most likely the best. Presumably pitting around about a lap 11. My knowledge reminds me of last few seasons on F1. Normally around about lap 11 to 12, a good option.
Yes, so loads of people being disqualified from the formation lap.
My game's crashed, so it's not gone well.
Yeah, loads of people are being disqualified for the session. This is gonna be carnage if it's like this, honestly. And
I do apologise everybody, by the way, for this. Fortunately, it's not gone well for me, has it?
no, but at least you're not the one streaming. If you were the one streaming, it would have been even worse. So at least we have got some action to give you, as we've got a few cars about to line up right now as they are going to get underway. As here we go then, we're about to start. Well, we are about to start. There we go, the lights are on. 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. And here we go for the Bahrain Grand Prix. And looks like J-Car has lost it a bit in traffic, as J-Carty's got a very good start into turn 1. J-Car is in second. Oh, there's almost a bit of contact from the McLaren, but the McLaren has got it easy. There's also a bit of battle going on with Nicola and Uberto as well. Looks like everyone is going through fine into turn 1, which is good as well. But Farber and Kingdom are dropping. Also, Jack Tyler's the battle's going on midfield as well with Jack Tyler and Trench Gun. We've also got Rich joining in the party as well. Already loads of battles, but they seem to be going very, very well. And now I've just seen a Force India go in. I think it was Chill Drive. Chill Drive has just lost it there going into turns 4 and 5. That is not the best way for him. But Jay Carty, what a good start from him. He is on a race of his life right now. But we can see Nicolo catching up. And we've got Cole as well, right behind Jay Carty now for the lead. They're on the same lap tyres, of course. They've got to make sure Jay Carty's gone wide. And he's out of the session. So he's binned it in the wall and he's out. That is not the best place to be right now. No, it isn't. So that's allowing everybody else to make their way up through the field. So already, we're already in lap 2 almost, and already it's going to get very close as we go through. So we are on lap 2 now. Yes, we are, as most of these guys are already separating each other. We've got a battle going on for 13th place as well. But I think we've got Roberto trying to make a move over Nicolo as well. I do see a Force India of Cloudy Balloons trying to defend. Let's see what he's doing. Oh, he's got a pressure from Mercedes of Major Davis. Is Major Davis going to make a move? Yes, he does. That's a good move. He stays in P10 at the moment. And we've got Munna trying to make his way up through the field. Him starting on the other soft strategy at this stage. So already strategy is definitely coming into play here. And as Bahrain is at night, the visibility does play its part sometimes, but it is really well lit here. So, and Gapik's not that far behind from Uberto. It's a three-way train pretty much. Nicolo's in second at the moment. Gapik's in fourth. He's about 3/10 separating him and Uberto. There's a few people in the chat rooting for Nicolo to do well. Let us know your thoughts in the chat as well. Who you think should do well in the race, as Gapik's going to see if he can try and make a move. He did clip the corner a little bit. We got the Renault of Jack Tyler also want to joining on the party as well. Gapik losing a bit of time. Jack Tyler going to try and make a move around the outside. And looks like he has got the move done on Gapik. It's up into P4. But we also got a battle between, oh my word, there was a spun from the Ferrari of Nicolo. And Jack Tyler has made it through with P3. Gapik's dropped it down. Uberto has dropped it down. So already there's been a massive drop of places at the moment, which is crazy for Bahrain. We were expecting a lot of overtaking moves, so should be fun as Trench Gun is going to try and make a move on the inside of Huberto. Look at the Renaults, they have much better speed than the McLaren, even though the McLaren has a similar engine to the Renault, so a few bumping of the wheels at the moment, I think, as yeah, incredibly crazy from them both, but we do have a battle for the points. Let me go to Carmed quickly before it gets worse. Oh, Carmed is trying to defend off the Force India, and Nicolo's retired. So we missed what happened with him. He's dropped his way down. I don't really know what has happened. I'm sorry if we didn't caught that. So he is out, unfortunately. But Carmed has got, I think, Cloudy Balloons up into P9, and I won't be surprised if Kingdom Martin will be under pressure as well, as Cloudy almost crossed the pit limiter. So you wouldn't want that to happen already. Oh, we got a virtual safety car. We have a virtual safety car. The first virtual safety car, I think, in ILR. I'm not sure it's happened in any of the ILR tiers. Now, if you're wondering where Evil Dragon is at the moment, his mic and his cameras are playing up. So, unfortunately, it's just myself. As Richard's going to try and make a move on Jack Trench Gun. He also closing. We've also got a Mercedes not that far behind as well. And we've got a Major Davis on the back of the train. A 5-horse train there coming into this corner. Now this corner, the left-hand chicane here, going into the DRS zone is very difficult here. Going into this is Major Davis seems to be doing very well on pace at the moment, which they're all separating. J-Car is already going through the pace at the moment, 5.1 seconds. So J-Car unfortunately spins where he usually spins in Bahrain, which is very unlucky in my opinion. So keeping my fingers crossed that we can see those Bowsers there. We've got Gadpick in the pits after that little incident. As he's going to go on to, I think, a set of softs, I think. As Cam K, I think, is going to get involved in the battle. Let's see if we can follow him. Cam K is on up into P2 right now. Jack has just lost a bit of time, I think. Which is a bit of a shame, really. But he has gained a few positions as well. I think looks like Major Davis is battling with Rich at the moment. As Rich is dropping down positions, Major Davis going up positions. He is not that far behind for Trench Gun. This is probably one of the closest fields I've ever seen in a long time. So this is getting astonishing to see. And if you want to see battles after battles, then we shall find out as J. Cole is still dominating, and Jack Tyler's gonna see if he can make a move on the Renault of Cam K. He doesn't do it. He's still right behind him. He's still right at the back of him at the moment. That is pretty good from the Renault engine. Don't forget there are equal cars. So I think the virtual safety car just was only there for like a 20 seconds or so because it just ended. And I didn't realise. So as Cam K is trying to defend, and we also got Jack Tyler trying to make a move. The camera didn't cut at the right time there, which didn't really help. As a freeway here, we got the McLaren of Huberto not that far behind him. They were almost going to try and make it 3 wide, but it's very difficult in turn 1 to make that happen. So as it continues, we'll make sure it happens. And looks like Huberto is trying to make sure, he's trying to find a way to capitalise on other people's mistakes. And looks like he is. So he is trying to gain a position of Jack as Jack just went a little bit wide going into that, but he managed to recover him ever so slightly. There's a few people going to the pits right now. We can still see the train behind Major Davis's car. Trench Gun did almost an aggressive move there, but he managed to defend that well, so that's good. We're on board with Major Davis right now. The back of that midfield train just shows how close these drivers really are. And massive shout out to Jack, by the way, for placing these people in these tiers, because the drivers are close on all the 4 tiers, in my opinion. As Trench Gun and Roberto diving into the pits right now, which is allowing everyone else to go ahead of him. So Jack Tyler's still in 3rd. Ryan Berry in 11th. He has done well, gaining a few positions. Let's see what positions he's gained. Cloudy believes he's gained 5, but don't forget this will all change once they all go into the pits at the moment. So we will find out what happens with that as it continues pretty much. As Kingdom Martin just set the fastest lap of the race with a 1:30.9. So that is a pretty decent lap from him, I've got to admit. It does look pretty good for the race, so but we could see some faster lap times coming up. As we have got, let me just see what other battles we've got. We've still got battle for 3rd, so let's jump to that battle with Jack Tyler. We've got yellow flag in sets 2. Don't know what happened with that, but I will check in a minute. Let me just go back to the tyre fitted for a second. So it looks like Jack Tyler is slowing down a little bit, but he's okay. He's trying to save all his tyres, not push a bit. But he's diving into the pits, that's why he's running slowly. Now this will work well for Campe because he's on the softs, so he can push his tyres for a bit longer than the people on the super softs, and gain a lot more time, a lot more pace, and possibly gain positions which are higher up the grid, as it were. So that would be pretty darn amazing, I've got to admit. So this will work well for him, in my opinion. We've got a 4-way battle happening for 11th, I believe. Let's just follow quickly with Rye Racer, as we've got McLaren and Haas Toro Rosso fighting. Here we go. With Rye Racer and Huberto. These cars looking absolutely astonishing in these types of conditions. Absolutely love it. Because I think Huberto is now up into P11 again. Just now that Rye Racer's on those medium tyres, possibly gaining the most lowest grip at the moment, by the looks of things. Why? Gained less grip. But he seems to be still where he is at the moment. Don't forget the order can change due to the fact that some people haven't pitted yet. I think lap time, as far as race lap time is concerned from these guys, we could expect people to go into the 129 to 128 in the race. Because the more time they spend on the track, the more rubber that is used in the race, the more grip they have. But it does depend on where they pit. And Rye Racer has just received a 5-second stop go penalty for speeding the pit lane. Rye Racer was definitely struggling on those tyres because he is pitted medium soft. And I wasn't expecting for the mediums to pit like they did. So That is a bit of a shocker at this moment. We will see as we go, as we go through the rest of the race and see what happens with the other drivers. Again, let us know your thoughts in the chat on who you think is going to win the race. We have got some close contenders at the moment. As we've got Chill Drive, two Force Indians fighting for position on track. Chill Drive, it looks like he's got the move done. Oh, what happened there? There we go. Oh, oops about that. You might have missed that battle. I don't know what happened there, but we've got the two of course in the squad position. They may not be fighting for the lead at the moment due to the pit stops, but they are still fighting on track. But perhaps a few of these guys can jump on them in the pit window. So you never know with these things. So we've got the legend himself, Mr. Jack Goodin, in the chat right now. As I'm just going to see who has done their stop. Actually, I'm just going to see who's done their stop. We've got J. Cole, basically everyone from top 9 downwards, and J. Cole. Because J. Cole is already making his way up the field. Let's follow what he's doing. He got past Ryan Berry 96 and he made it look easy by the looks of things. He's not that far behind Munna, so he can make easy work for him, even though he hasn't pitted in. And if you have raced in ILR4 and 6, let us know how your race is going on. Tell me what strategy worked for you if it did, and if it didn't, let us know, because these drivers out there can possibly gain a bit more advice, I think, at the moment. As Roberto's just set the fast lappers as well, which is, I think, pretty good. Let's go back to the tyres. Barber's been on the... So basically, all the top 5 at the moment, it was still yet to pit, have been on the soft tyres for 10 laps, which is insane. We could expect the soft runners to pit roughly at about laps 11 and 12, I think. So we could expect to see them there. Round about then, we hope to see, hopefully, they won't lose any grip by doing that. We did see a few drivers have that there. Right in the chat, who has just come off a very good ILR race just gone, so well done. It's good when you have that. Oh, and there's a Renan that's just been forced wide. I think that was Jack, I think. Yes, Jack has been forced wide there. That's allowing Major Davis to go into the penultimate corner. Squeezes past the force in here. The Sauber there. Of Barber by the looks of things. Jack is now up into P9. Barber dropped it to P10. So he could be under pressure with points. We shall see. We shall find out what happens coming up, as well as a yellow flag in sector 1. I think might have seen a few people lose it. Y Racer just got these time penalties are very common in the chat in the race, so should be fun, as Jack Tyler has made it past Major Davis. Quite nicely done, actually. You might have seen it. I don't think you might have seen it on the stream, actually. Again, I do apologise, as we have already lost 2 retirees of this Grand Prix, and that's Nicolo and Jake Arzi at the moment. there's still some eager racers trying to, at least we've got more finishers than last week so far, touch wood. I am known for jinxing as Jack Tyler just exceeded the track limits quite a lot, so that didn't help him in the slightest, but you can already see a train falling behind in this. Cloudy Balloon has just gone to pit off me on the soft tyres for about 12 laps, which is pretty good as well. Cam K and Chill Drive, and Mr. Slim's still yet to pit at the moment. And Cloudy Balloon has just gone his pits as well. Yeah, he is. He's going on a set of mediums, interestingly. So I think he wants to go on a set of mediums. He's losing grip already. He's starting to weave a little bit. Maybe because his tyres are incredibly cold. Maybe going on the mediums right now could be a bit of a mistake for some people. So it might be the hard tyre that they could go on, but they may not want to pit again and may want to see if they can outbeat their rivals and jump them when they get into the pits. Maybe that's what's caused it. That is what he's doing, and right now he's still got a battle for 10th and 11th as Trench Gun is going to make it move around the outside of Faber up for 9th. Great move. They keep switching places everywhere at the moment. It looks like they're going to battle for all the race here by the looks of things. It's absolutely fantastic to see at the moment as J. Carl's absolutely flying as we've got Williams and a Sauber fighting then. Williams has got the move on. There's a bit of contact from... And Carmade has just retired. We lost another retiree from the session again. We didn't see what happened with Carmade, but I do believe it's the second race in a row. He's lost it. So, that is a shame, but let's see what's going on here. It's Barber and Chilbro. Barber making his way up already, which is pretty good. And let's see the Force India making it through then. Sauber getting a switch back. Not the first contact we've seen from that Sauber all race, to be honest. They're bunching wheels, but luckily no damage is lost at the moment, so it's all good. They're still on the track waiting for pounds. Cam, a huge respect for Cam. He's been on those soft tyres for 13 laps right now. Josh Gaines is back in the lot in the chat below. Nice to meet you, lovely person. As the full city again is going to try and make the move. Can and Barbara made the switch back. Looks like no, he can't. He's going to be a break again. The full city is definitely catching up at the moment. Barbara's on older tyres than Childrive. He's only just pitted on this set of medium. Maybe the mediums can work after all. They may just need to warm their tyres up a little bit more. We shall see with that. Few people in the chat waiting for Beta Davis as a Red Bull is getting a slipstream as a Badger's retired. We are losing a lot of retirees today. We don't really know what's happening with that. Maybe we can get some more ball shots when we do the highlights later on of what's happening with these guys, because our race winner is not going to make it to R2. So we will have a different race winner for this race, which will make things a hell of a lot open in this championship, as Jack Davis and Major... Oh, as Jack Tyler's been forced wide, or been spun, or spun himself, I don't know. Major Davis up into second, he's just pitted now. So he's still in third. Jack Tyler's retired as well. So we're starting to get people that are starting to lose a bit of their concentration as well, going through sort of final 15 or so laps or so, probably 14 laps now. And we could, I think, to be honest, in Bahrain, we could see some surprises. We definitely could see some surprises in Bahrain. I'm going to call it right here and right now. We've already seen it in the other tiers where people we thought would do well didn't do necessarily quite well, so we should see about that one as Trench Gun is right behind Ham again. Trench Gun is going to see if he's going to make a move around the outside. He's the only runner left, he can't afford to make any mistake at the moment. Trench Gun is up into third. So brilliant stuff for him. I can definitely see them battle race, which I really hope some of you guys will believe so as well. If you just joined us, hello and welcome to the ILR4 Bahrain stream. Hope you guys enjoying it. It's been battles after battles after battles here. Great stuff. This tier is definitely very competitive, especially for some of these guys they haven't raced before. So, and their first chance was in Australia. And they had a chance to show their mettle a little bit more. Kingdom Martin doing never so well. Gap between first and second now is 14.9 seconds, J. Cole. So he's absolutely dominated his race. The only laps that he hasn't led is when he's pitted and everyone else hasn't. So already he's the one to beat. I've had a few predictions in the chat about that. So I won't be surprised if the order could stay as it is. Cam K is right behind French Gun at the moment. About 1/10 now, going out the outside at the moment. As you can see the battle in the background on Rich's point of view, which, to be honest, is actually a good view. To be honest, of this battle, it does look pretty darn good. As, oh my god, there's contact from both of the Williams. Rich has lost it. He is waiting for other people to go around. Where's the other Williams? The other Williams of, where's the other Williams of Cam? He is TP all right at the moment. I don't think Mr. Stibb was caught up with anything. No, I don't think he was. By the looks of things, no he wasn't. So all looking good so far. And if you're wondering where is Evil Dragon at the moment, he's been suffering from spectator issues, as I should say. A few spectator glitches, which I don't know what's happened. So we can only do apologise, but we are back to normal with the stream, which is good. There's a gap that he's got in some pits right now. Yep, he was serving his drive-through penalty. That's why he had to pit, unfortunately. As oh, we almost had a collision with the pit box. The release of the pit box. Maybe Mr. Good Old Charlie Waiting could involve them a little bit with that. Or maybe not. You never know. So let me know on your thoughts what's coming towards, we're nearly on 10 laps to go this Grand Prix. Let me know who your driver of the day is so far. Who do you think has stood out of all the rest at this stage? Don't forget we've got the Xbox tiers tomorrow, which I'll be commentating on ILR4. Hopefully tomorrow we can see a more competitive race, because last week was a bit of carnage. And only 5 drivers finished that race on Friday. But since then they've got more drivers who are determined to race for ILR and get good results, and according to the Xbox coordinators, they're hoping no carnage. As Cam K is making his way up to the field, French Gun is pitting after so long on those soft tyres. That is really good stuff. you haven't checked how the ILR4 stream's going, make sure you check that out as well. Or you can have both streams going on in the background. That will be good. Check to see how both streams are doing, how both tiers are doing, because we do support each other in ILR. We support all the tiers together. And according to, let me just check the ILR3 stream actually. We have lost in ILR3, I think 6 drivers. And same for ILR4, so pretty consistent. Oh, a safety car! We got our first safety. Oh! What happened there? I wasn't meant to clip that. We got our first safety car. I don't know what happened there. There's one race out. But that was out ages ago. J. Cole is using his opportunity to his perfection. He's going to the pits. So he's going to the pits right now to change his tyres. And it won't affect him very much because obviously they will have to go slow and yeah, this is the first safety car I've seen on this game, like on spectator mode, so hopefully no glitches, please. No glitches, otherwise for this. Otherwise it's going to be absolutely insane. As we've got a bit of overtaking, everyone is making the most of it. Tim is going to the pits, Loudon's on the pits, Luna, Jill Drive, Major Davis, everyone's going to the pits right now. Quite a lot of people. Can't believe how much has happened in like 20 laps. It's gone very quickly already. Robo, oh wait, yeah, everyone is going to the pits right now. If they're not going to the pits, I don't know what is happening with the world. So, I definitely missed what happened to cause that safety car. What did cause that safety car? Or was it a glitch in the game? I don't know. I didn't see what was going on. I always keep clicking the wrong button. That drives me insane right now. There we go. There's, yeah, we are following the safety car. Not sure when the safety car is going to come in. But, should be very interesting. And if, by the way, if they do hit the safety car, they will be disqualified, so people are starting to form a train around them. Good chance to warm their tyres when they're on the safety car actually. We've got to keep an eye on people that are speeding. Obviously, if you want to catch up to the safety car, you are allowed to keep on the pace until you do that, but then people will have to slow down once they get and join the queue. So, I had a safety, I think on my first race in career mode in Australia, I had a thing, no, it was a virtual safety car, yeah, it was a virtual safety car I had. So, which made things like kind of a lot interesting. So I was hoping not to receive any virtual safety car, but that was due to the carnage that I had with the Hulkenberg. So, yeah, that was interesting to see.
If you just joined us, yes, you're not seeing things. We are seeing a safety car right now. Not quite sure why, but I will keep you posted as to why we've got the safety car. I didn't see anything that caused the safety car to happen. Galpic's in the pits. I don't know why he pitted sooner, but hey, he's pitted now. Looks like the ones who are pitting now could last the end of the race. Interestingly, Cam K and the Minna haven't pitted yet, which is a bit worrying. Because to be honest, I don't think those mediums are going to last to the end of the race. But we shall have to wait and see. Cloudy balloons, a 5-second stop though for a serious collision with Trench Gun. So interestingly, how is it going to go? How is it going to go with the carnage? Not the carnage. You know what I mean? And the safety car is going on for quite a long time at the moment. I hope it doesn't go on for that long, to be honest. We actually want to see some racing. There's Cam K is don't know why he's trying to overtake. I don't think he's meant to overtake. To To be honest, I kind of wish this happened in Australia, but it happened in Bahrain, and I think no other tier has experienced this. We're the first one to actually test this safety car. So we're the pioneers, basically, just to see if this works. All the safety cars in this lap. So it will be up to Jacob to floor it soon and restart the race, pretty much. One interesting safety car. This has definitely benefited Jacob by a long mile. So pure domination from Jacob. So great stuff as you're about to do a fast but another second time penalty due to thingy. So let's follow down the back of Camke as we are underway for the restart as oh, there's already carnage already. Oh my god. We've got the Williams and the Renault. There's a bit of lag already. Hopefully there's no defense or anything. There's Cloudy Balloons is getting involved. The Haas is getting involved. The Williams have dropped down positions. Oh my word. So much position changes. Camke has dropped it down. Major Davis got ignoring yellow flag time holding, which doesn't help him in the slightest right now. The gaps are starting to close up now due to that safety car thing, which is definitely going to make these laps a bit more interesting going for our 9 laps. Got yellow flag in sector 2. Alright for Williams of Camke, who's lost his front wing, going into the DRS straight. Oh my word. Well, it's not a DRS straight. No, it's not a DRS straight. What are you talking about? Yeah, he has lost it there. He's losing a bit of time. He probably did not. He didn't pit when he should have. So I feel absolutely gutted for him as oh, what happened with Jaco? Jaco seemed to lose position. Now Chill Driver's in the lead in the Force India in the pink Panther. Major Davis is right behind. And so is good old Jaco. So the domination of Jaco's lead is probably lost him. I thought it was going to go well, but I think I just had the first commentator's curse of the stream there. And to be honest, I don't want to jinx anything. But Mrs. Tim is trying to see if he can overtake Cloudy Blues. We've got the Toro Rosso not that far behind him, and punching wheels a little bit down on lap 23. Cam, not the race for him. He's got another stop go penalty for speeding in a pit lane. Cam has retired. He's retired. He knows he's not going to do his best. He's decided to retire. Yeah, I've got a bit of static on my mic. Hold on a second. Yeah, I did suffer a bit of staticness there. I do apologise. I hope that is fixed for you. That's why I couldn't hear much really from my end anyway. Hopefully it's fixed now. Can you all confirm, Jack, that it's fixed? Yeah, Chill Drive is in versus Major Davis to see if he can try and make a move. He's a bit too further back. Oh, he's going to see if he can try and make a move with net into turn 1. Incredibly close indeed. And it was for a few laps apparently that I had this bit of static. Oh my word, I'm sorry about that. Interestingly, Jack, the safety car actually worked, so that was good. Yeah, sorry about the staticness, by the way. I will fix that as Robo's out. Robo is out. What's another casualty of this race then? Jaco has dropped it down. So, and he's left. Robo has left, unfortunately. So, yeah, just let me know if you're watching the stream back and you
See that the mics are running fine. It should be. Yeah, it looks like the mic's fine now my end, so it is all good. It's all goody thingies. So on lap 25 right now, as we already got a three-way battle for the lead, we also got Tim and Cloudy Balloon still fighting it, going into the normal corner, then going to the start, finish straight. And here we go, going into turn one here is Mr. Stim. Oh, not Mrs. Tim, my bad. Is Mr. Stim going to try and make the move? No, he doesn't. Cloudy Balloons is up into P5. And we also got a battle for second. Oh, it's a Major Davis trying to make the move. He's up into second. J. Cole. What happened to J. Cole, man? That was crazy right now. Yeah, people will probably ask me at the end of the race, oh, what caused the safety car? Well, I don't know. I personally don't know. I might check the penalties after this race and see. I think, just to see what caused it. But, I don't know. Yeah, there's definitely going to be, I think Charlie Whiting's going to be busy, I think, today. For this tier anyway. I think, Mr. Charlie Whiting. So, as let's see, I think, oh, and J. Cole's going to try and make a move again. On the Mercedes. No, he didn't make that stick at all. He's got another chance. He's going to get DRS enable. Let me just enable the telemetry a little bit. There we go. He's about to make the move. Going into turn number one. Can he make it stick? No, he can't. A bit of a lock up there, but still up he is. Mr. Stim. Let's see what he can do with another Force India. Force Indias are battling tonight. We've got Lickle Blocks Gaming in the chat. Hello, how are you doing? Mr. Stim has lost it again with the Force India. That's allowed Kingdom Martin to go past as the Force India is getting incredibly close. I don't know if it's going to work out for Cloudy Balloons, but we'll see. We shall see. And so both of them are battling again. Going into the DRS straight now. What's happening with Mr. Stim? Let's see what's happening. He's going to try and make her overtake it on the outside. And Kingdom's got the inside line. Oh, my word. This is very interesting to see at the moment. Absolutely astonishing. Someone just said in the chat how high pitched I can go. Not going to do it in the stream, unfortunately, otherwise people's headphones will go blasty and loud and nah, not going to get there. As Kingdom Martin, I think, trying to do his best to do that. And we also got Rich battling for position as well, I think. Yes, he is. Ryan Berry's up into 10th. I wonder if you guys in the chat were predicting that order. No, I don't think so, by the looks of things. So this has made it quite very intense to watch. So what I'm going to be doing is I will be having to see if I can have a chat with the guys on the podium. Will be the first podium interviews I do for PS4. Rich going to try and make a move down the outside here. He was on the pit line now. I don't know why he was on the pit line, but bit of squeeze in again. Rich clipped in the grass a little bit there. The Salvo, I think, just made it through, but Rich is not that far behind. They are so close together. We also need to keep an eye for our battle for the lead as well. So we will be keeping our eyes on that, just to be sure what happens with that. So the sooner we find more information, the better, really, as this is going to be very interesting to see is we are only like a car bonnet here. The order is shaken up quite a lot, but we still got quite a few people racing. And the battle for the lead can go down to the wire, and yes it is. Major Davis is going to make a move. They're side by side now going into that long straight. We can see Chill Drive and Trench Gun in the same camera shot. Oh my word, what is going to happen here? Major Davis is going to see if he can try and make the move. They're bagging wheels here. I'm surprised they haven't got any damage at all. This is absolutely superb, absolutely amazing racing here for the final few laps. It's got to be crucial. Don't forget, I think these two have got penalties, but I don't know to what extent, what penalties they got. So the race could decide on penalties, which is insane. And Major Davis has got a 5-second penalty for track limits. Trench Gun has overtaken Major Davis, and Major Davis was probably losing a bit of distraction due to the fact he's got some penalties. Major Davis is trying to make the move to stick again. Major Davis is back up again into P3. Well, I think what's helping with Major Davis is on the super soft tyres, which is helping, and he's on newer tyres as well. So that is what's helping him stay ahead of Trench Gun as we've got the final few laps to go of this Grand Prix. Anything can happen. The gaps are so close. A battle for podium and the win can change in a ball of a hat. I don't know if it's the wrong saying, but anyway. Final lap, we were thinking that J. Cole was going to make the move stick, but he didn't. J. Cole, let's see where J. Cole is. He's 1.2 seconds now. He's a bit too further back from Chill Drive to get the move done, but he has been involved in some insane battles right now. So let's concentrate on the battle that's happening further down the field. So Cloudy Balloons and Mr. Stim and Kingdom Martin are having a three-way battle here. They're side by side. Looks like Cloudy Balloon has the advantage here. This is crazy. Here we go. Cloudy Balloons has got the straight done. He's doing a great job. He's already pulling away. How is Mr. Stim doing? Mr. Stim's definitely having a better race than he was in Australia, which has definitely helped. And he's over the back of the Force India right now. 7 tenths of a second separating between Mr. Stim and Cloudy Balloons. 5 tenths of a second now separating between Kingdom Martin and Mr. Stim. So Mr. Stim is definitely in a sandwich. In a sandwich by the looks of things. So this is going to be interesting. As we've got the Force India as a Chill Drive. I just missed it. Chill Drive has taken the win of this Grand Prix. A massive drive from the Force India driver. Well done to him. He's celebrating like mad right now. I love his helmet. It goes well. Well done to him for taking the win of the Bahrain Grand Prix for round 2 of ILR4. J. Cole is in second. Trench Gun. And I think Major Davis crossed the line in for Cloudy Balloons. I think got the move done on Kingdom Martin. Gab Pig is in 8th. The Munna in 9th. And we've got Rich rounding up the top 10. And wow, what a race. It's a bit of a shame that Evils might played when he did, because he missed an astonishing race right now. I absolutely enjoyed it. It's been a lot of fun just to see these drivers give it their all as Rich takes the final points position. As here are your race results. Well, before your race results, we've got our podium. The Force India driver celebrating. Last week it was McLaren driver. Huberto won last week, but unfortunately Huberto did retire. So, what a shame for Huberto, but a new win on the top of the table. This could shape to be very close to the championship. All Britons are on the top 3. So any British people will be insanely proud of these drivers at the moment. And we have got, let's just check the standings right now, just to see for penalties. Chill Drive got the win with J. Cole in 2nd, Trench Gun in 3rd, and Major Davis in 4th, Mr. Sim in 5th, Cloudy Balloon 6th,
Kingdom Martin in 7th, Galpig in 8th, Munna in 9th, and Rich in 10th. Let me look at the race director to see what penalties happen when. I'm just going to see when the safety car happened, what happened. I think it must have been laps 21 and 22. There wasn't a lot of severe collisions. It was Racer that caused the safety car. I think that's what it was. But let's see if we could let's see if we can get. What I'll do is I'll switch scenes a second. No, actually no, I won't. So let's see if I could add these people into the party. Oh, my phone just dropped on the floor. That is not the best way. So I'm going to send friend request, or I think it just put me up the game. There we go. I've just sent him a request. I also need to do the same for, I think, J. Cole as well. Just give me a second whilst I sort that out. I'm using Elgato, by the way. That's why you're seeing all this. And yeah, let's get a word. And I think, who was in third again? I need to check as Major Davis. Let's get a word with him as well. I'm just sending friend requests right now. Hopefully they will accept. And what I'll do is I will invite Peter Top 3 to the party. So I will invite. I will party settings. I'll make sure yeah, it is private. That's all good. So let's invite players. There we go. Right, Chill Drive and who else? Major Davis and J. Cole, if I can find him. So I'll invite these 3 to the party. There we go. Oh, no, I did invite. Did I invite? I can't remember. Can't remember if I said an invite or not. That is insane. So let me just try again. Hold on. We've got J. Cole. We've got Chill Drive. And we have got... Let's if I do this. There we go. That is sorted out ever so slightly. Let me just go back to the game. There we go. That's the disadvantage of being a solo commentator, is I have to do all this, join the party and stuff. But we have our race winner in the chat of this insane Grand Prix. And we got Jaco in the chat as well. But first of all, let's speak to our race winner, Chill Drive. Well done on that race. You probably wasn't expecting it after the safety car. What happened once you found out you were in the lead? You must have been on top of the world.
Yeah, I think there was some lag going down into turn 1 after the safety car. I think a car ghosted in front of me, so I was able to go through it and getting like 3 places, so that was pretty good. But I didn't know what was going to happen after the safety car, because of course I was doing the 1 stop, so I just came in for new super softs to see if that would help, and I guess it did.
Yes, it must have done that. And whilst during the beginning of the race there, you were involved with quite a lot of people there. Do you think your strategy changed once you were going through that safety car period, or were you concentrating on making sure you get those tyres to the end of the race? What were you thinking in your head?
Well, after the safety car came in, I was just pushing because I had a 3-second time penalty. So in my mind, I just had to get 3 seconds, which I didn't get. But luckily, the guys behind me had a penalty, so that was okay.
Yes, and our second race win of winner of ILR4 then. So you get some good points in the championship there, and
Any strategies going into the next race? What are your hopes for this?
I don't have a strategy yet, but China in the past has probably been my best track on the game, so hopefully another good result.
We're keeping our fingers crossed. And by the way, if you do have any questions for our top 3, please let us know in the chat and we will answer them. And our next person is J. Cole. You were on the lead for most of that race, and when the safety car happened, that's when it all kicked off. Tell us what happened to make you lose that lead, because you were unstoppable until the safety car, but you played that strategy to perfection until then.
Yeah, I thought it was just going to stick as a virtual safety car, so I came in for fresh softs.
Yeah.
As soon as I came in for the softs, it changed over to a normal safety car. So I was thinking in my head that I could have gone straight to the end on the virtual and still just make it through on the softs, but then the safety car came out and then it kind of messed it up a little bit. Also, the turn before DRS, I do not like that turn. I keep on going a little bit too wide on that, and then gave Chill and Davis a little bit of an advantage on that. But I think I had some really good racing with Davis on the last few laps.
That was very good to watch. I think I was watching that for the last few laps. It's crazy that you guys didn't have any damage there. And did you know, David? Did you know Davis was right behind you? Did you know when to push and when not to, or did you need to keep it clean?
I knew obviously just to try and keep it clean. I was being a little bit impatient at times, and again, I'm sorry to Davis for trying to push you a bit, but that's just part of racing. You know, that's all I could really do. I feel like my McLaren teammate also paid me a little bit to try and get ahead, just to gain more points for the constructors. But
yeah,
I mean, as a reserve, I thought I'd done all right with that race.
You're only a reserve driver. I didn't know that. I thought you were full time. That was pretty good for a reserve, to be honest. And who knows, we may see you again in China, maybe if someone's missing. But we shall have to wait and see.
Hopefully.
I can't really ask the question about strategy for next race because we won't know if you're racing or not. So
yeah,
I would say just keep practicing. You never know. As Major Davis, we've seen battles all over you during the race. There, it's probably one of the best times I've seen you race. A solid podium position for you. You must be. What is your move right now?
I was just happy I finished the race, if I'm honest. Like, I don't know what's happening. I'm meant to be in ILR4, and I got moved up last minute. I don't know, I've got the pace, I don't know, I was right up there in Australia, and I made a mistake, but yeah, this is one of my, like, worst tracks, and I did pretty well, so yeah, I'm quite happy.
Yeah, because I was speaking to people last week, and they said Australia was their worst track, so usually the worst tracks usually bring out the best in some people then. So what was your strategy before the safety car? Because the safety car must have turned things on your head pretty much. Did the safety car work out for you, or did it not work for you?
I feel like if it was a tiny bit later in the lap, it could have worked out a bit better. And if there wasn't a I don't know what force injury it was that was in the pits behind me. He held me up a tiny bit for a couple of seconds, but there's nothing I can do about it really.
I couldn't really tell which force injury it was actually.
I think it would have been me.
Is it? I don't know if it was your. I think it might have been cloudy. I'm not too sure.
It was.
Well, I was behind you on the track, so.
It was either one of you. Or anyway, your moves were unstoppable there. Was it very hard to manage the tyres at that point and the ERS? Did you manage to keep the ERS under control as well?
At times. I started to overuse the ERS right at the end. That's when J. Cole caught me really quickly.
Yeah.
I got some good battles with him. I'm happy that I thought the move into the double left-hander was a bit harsh, but just racing, isn't it? You can't. If there was a gap there, and you went for it, fair enough, and it worked. So.
Yeah, sometimes you just gotta have your gut feeling, and that gut feeling worked quite a lot there. And is China your strongest track, you think, next week, or is it gonna be another one of your bogey tracks like this one?
Oh, it's one of my bogey. Like the first 3 races are like some of my bogey tracks, but
oh no.
It's worked out quite well so far, so hopefully.
Keeping our fingers
Yeah.
crossed for you as we've seen some brilliant racing tonight, and I'm just going to see if I have any more questions for you guys. Looks like no. So I think we're going to wrap up the stream, but before that, like I do with all my podium interviews for every league I do, I'm going to get each of the drivers to say one word to describe your race in Bahrain, starting with our race winner, Chill Drive.
Let's go with overtakes.
Nice
So I was actually
work.
in P20 on lap 1.
You were involved quite a lot, so nice word there. J. Cole,
Competitive.
good shout. And finally, Major Davis.
Exciting.
I think those are 3 words that sum up the whole race perfectly, I think. So, absolutely brilliant there. So, thanks for watching the stream, guys. And we'd like to apologise for the issues at the beginning, but once we got the race started, we got some good battles here, and it proved that the safety car did work, but we did suffer a few lag issues, but we know to introduce it in future races. Thanks for watching. We will see you next week for some more PS4 action, but make sure you tune in for Xbox tomorrow. Until then, good night.